Your fair share of clean innings, but also been able to get yourself in and out of trouble pretty well as well. Today specifically, what were you able to do so well in that fourth and fifth inning?
Well, I mean, the lead definitely helped, just because it was more so just trust the defense behind me. If they want to get a sac fly there and get one run, that's fine. But striking the guys out was obviously a good thing. But yeah, it was more so just not do too much, just try to limit base runners.
When you fall behind the Castellanos 3-0 there in the fourth, what's your process there to get back into it and get that out?
Yeah, I think I had a base open there, so it was more so just don't give a home run there. Don't just lay something in there and give up, I think, 3 at the time. So yeah, it was just make pitches, make sure all the pitches are kind of quality.
Because overall, this Phillies team came in incredibly hot offensively. You as a pitching staff allowed 2 total runs in 3 games. What do you think that says about this group and the type of role you're on right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's no secret how good our pitching staff is, especially when you have Jake and Max. So, yeah, it's hard to score on us. I mean, that's kind of what we're built for, and we're going to face really good lineups, hopefully in the playoffs. So, yeah.
I gotta call this shot, so I don't have
Follow Max and Jake.
It's awesome, but at the same time, it's just so different. I mean, Jake's throwing 102-mile-an-hour 4-seams. I don't have that in the bag, I'll tell you that. So, yeah, I think it's really good for me, just because obviously you got Max, who's unbelievable, and then you have Jake throwing 100-mile-an-hour, but they're predominantly 4-seam guys, glove side, and I'm predominantly 2 seams, arm side. So it's definitely a big mix when it comes to how we pitch. But just watching them is, I mean, I'm watching greatness every time they come out. I mean, watching Jake is unbelievable. It's a joke. I mean, obviously everyone knows Max, but Jake's an alien.
You mentioned he's throwing 102. Do you think because you have such an array of stuff, you're throwing
go down,
do you think it helps because you're so
If you don't make it, you give me $100.
I really don't know the answer to that. I haven't really looked into that. But it's more so I can't really just watch those 2 guys and say oh, I know how to attack these guys now. Like I said, our games are just so different that it's just more so just, like I said, just I have one of the best seats in the house. Just watch them. That's basically it.
You said you're mostly 2-seam to that side, but you were able to go up in the zone and get big strikeouts today especially. Is that just setting guys up for that? Or is that, I mean, you're just natural mix of pitches? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I have a 4-seam up, but for the most part, I'm not getting ahead of guys by going 4-seam up. Like I said, it's just they're predominantly 4-seam away, and I'm predominantly sinker 2-seam arm side. So it's a very big difference between how we pitch.
So are you kind of saving that pitch for when you need a strikeout for the most part, that 4-seam up when you try and go up?
Yeah, that's how I've always done. You just play the 4-seam and the curveball off each other.
Being in this rotation, winning as often as you guys are, playing in front of a packed house every night, is this the most fun you've ever had playing baseball?
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, I thought we had a real chance, with Oakland, but looking back at it, I mean, this is a real contender compared to in the past.
How much has that kind of taken shape in your mind? Just with, it seems like every time a good team or a hot team has come at you, you guys have turned them aside. Like, how much has the idea of what you guys can do and where you can go changed even over the last month?
Yeah, I think we're still very short-sighted in the aspect of not trying to look ahead by any means. We obviously have a really tough stretch coming up, but it's more so just kind of just passing the baton. I mean, Max threw it to Jake throws it to me, I'm throwing to Cookie, Cookie throws it to Ty, so it's just, we got 5 veteran guys that are really, really good and capable of putting up a lot of zeros.
Is it the veteran presence in this clubhouse that makes it feel different than Oakland, or what is, you think, the main separator between that team you haven't had a chance in this one?
Yeah, Oakland don't really have veterans. I mean, it's a lot of rookies. So yeah, we don't have Max Scherzers walking around Oakland.
as a pitcher, two out hits, two strike hits. What is that like to give up runs on, 67 miles per hour and then balls? How frustrating do you think?
It's tough. I mean, you make your pitches and not really get rewarded for it. It's tough. But yeah, I mean, I always say like those, like Baum had one of those against me today. It's more so he gets rewarded for a really good approach and a really good swing. It's kind of pitch location that allows him to do that. It's not something that I'm like, man, you got lucky. It's not lucky. Like Baum swing against me, that's not luck. That's what he does. So it's just you got to kind of make an adjustment to kind of like protect yourself from that weak contact flare.
Great read, or was that a Mets read?
Yeah, probably a little bit of both. I think that's definitely something I was taught there. Going first to third, first thing you do, you hit third base, find the ball, and I found the ball. I wasn't really sure what happened. I know Joey was like waving me, but then held me up, so I knew something kind of happened. And then I picked up the ball, and I kind of saw they weren't paying too much attention. He was turning around slowly, and thought it was a pretty good chance to make it and put some pressure on the defense. So I decided to go.
Is that the same read if there are no outs or 1 out, or is it a 2-out play?
That's a 2-out play, especially against a guy like Wheeler. He's throwing the ball, pretty well. What we can do there is put the pressure on the defense, make them make a play, make them throw us out, and we're taking a really good throw and a good tag.
How big did that fourth inning feel, given how hard it was to score runs for both sides? How big did that inning feel?
Yeah, that was huge. I think it felt huge even when we got just the one run. When we made it 2-0, it was nice, and then felt everything else just kind of fell into place. Some blue pits falling in there, and some good breaks for us.
Jeff, you guys have had a lot of innings like that this year with 2 outs, where you guys hit the ball the other way, maybe soft hits. Why do you think you guys have been so good at just finding holes and putting the ball in play?
Yeah, I think that's what this team is. We're not a bunch of home run hitters or a bunch of tough at bats. We make it tough on the defense, and good things happen when you put the ball in play with 2 outs.
How big a deal is it the way that you guys run the bases, taking extra bases or reads off bats?
Yeah, no, it's huge. It's kind of one of the things in baseball that kind of gets overlooked is base running, but we pay a lot of attention to it. Watch some video before series of good and bad reads, and how we can learn from that. So I think we've done a really good job on the bases this year.
I'm sure you guys heard about which Striders that after their last Sunday's start were kind of caught some lucky hits, and now you face them again. Does that do anything when you hear a pitcher say something like that the next time you face them?
No, not really. I mean, I think a hit's a hit. I'll take it any way I can get them. Sometimes it's nice to stay off the barrel because they actually fall in. So this team just takes good at bats, and it's kind of when you take good at bats, good things will happen.
Jeff, did you think you hit the plate on your initial slides? I know you reached back the second time. That's what the umpire.
Yeah, I think I did, and then I heard Cora screaming at third base to touch the plate again. So I just made sure to go back and touch it. But I wasn't sure, but I thought I did.
Jeff, 4 more coming up against the Braves this week. How much do you guys look at this as an opportunity to really kind of separate yourselves now in the division?
Yeah, no, it's a big week for us. Playing the Braves and then the Phillies and the Braves and the Phillies again. Big week for us. But we're gonna go out there, do the same thing we've done all year. Come out ready to play, take it one game at a time, and we'll see where we're at the end of the week.
Most RBI, playing that shortstop in a season. It's only August. How does that sound to you?
It's a blessing. God is good. But like I said earlier, I want to win as much games. I'm happier with that than the RBIs. I mean, I'm happy because I'm contributing to the team W's. That makes me happy for sure.
How much do you relish those situations with guys on base, opportunity driving?
I want it. I want it. That's why I'm hitting third. I want to be in that situation. I want to help the team win. And this year I've been blessed that I've done it a lot more than last year.
You guys have been very good at. I mean, the Phillies have come in hot. You beat them. The Braves came in hot before them. You beat them. What's allowed you to do that against good teams, playoff teams?
Turning the page. Just focusing on what you got to do day in and day out, and then whether we win or lose, turn the page. Focus on the task at hand. They have really good teams, really good pitching staff, and really good ball players overall. I believe in our team, and we just got to go out there, help each other out, and try to play the game as good as you can to end up on top.
How much I mean, you've been playing the Braves, but 4 more against them, and you can really separate yourselves in the division. How much do you guys, as a team-wise, just kind of look forward to that opportunity?
I mean, every time we play a good team, we're looking forward to that opportunity as well. And they're a good team, and we're looking forward to it. Enjoy our victory today. Once we land in Atlanta, focus on the Braves, and hopefully we play good baseball and try to win as many games as we can.
Do you get the ball from the RBI?
Nah, probably the team has it. Probably selling it, making some money.
And does it mean anything more to you to kind of surpass a record that was set by Jose Reyes, who was such a long-time shortstop, fans loved, and is that kind of any connection for you?
I mean, he's one of the players I grew up watching. I respect him a lot, and whenever I can be next to him and something like this, it's special for sure. I'm sure he's happy for me as well.